Welcome to Between Batches, where life happens between batches.
We're two friends figuring out life in what we lovingly call our queenager era.
I'm Ashley,
And I'm Danielle.
and while something's coming together in the kitchen,
We're talking about everything else.
so let's get to what we're batching.
And what are we batching today?
So we are batching a strawberry basil tonic.
Because we are talking about travel.
And
Tonic and travel.
yes. And this recipe is really one that we've kind of like muddled together from a few different
Pun
recipes.
intended.
Exactly. From a few different recipes online.
Yes.
So in our shaker, we have sliced strawberries and fresh basil. And
From Ashley's garden.
yes, I have I don't think it's an arrow garden, but I have like one of those aqua gardens.
Yeah.
That's on the countertop at my house. So I'm gonna just throw in a few more strawberries and we are gonna muddle these guys together. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. What can I get together for you?
So while I am muddling the strawberries and the basil, we are going to also have the juice of, we've decided 1 lemon. It calls for like 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, but we're just like,
Does anybody actually squeeze a lemon and measure that? I feel like the answer to that is no.
no, I agree.
Okay.
So we're gonna
So we're just
squeeze in
gonna
this juicy lemon.
Woo!
It's fine.
And you squirt Ashley.
And you know what?
mandatory.
Lemon juice is a cleaning agent, right?
It's true. It's
gonna help.
antibacterial naturally, isn't it?
I think so. I know, random side note, when people in my family are like have drainage, I use lemon oil like right here.
Oh, like right behind your ears?
Mhm.
Yeah.
To help with that. So we're muddling in the lemon juice, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of honey. Also, I don't know if we just want to squeeze it.
Eyeball that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you want to put that in your shaker.
1, 2.
We're gonna keep muddling. And then do you want to add? We're gonna put 1.5 ounces of vodka into our. We're just gonna add it into our cups, into our glasses. And then
And you could easily do this without alcohol too if you wanted
yes,
to.
absolutely. This would be like a great lemonade recipe.
Ooh, it would be good lemonade recipe.
Just add maybe a little bit more lemon juice.
Ooh, you could add some mint.
Yeah, I love strawberry basil. That is so how we're going to do this is we are going to strain this into our glasses and then top with our tonic.
Okay.
So we're going to attempt to put about half in each of our glasses.
We're totally eyeballing this, by the way.
Yeah. If you think that we measure,
what do they call it? The people that are like actual drink makers.
Oh, I don't know, like a mixologist.
Yes,
person.
that's it.
And then we've garnished, as you can see, with a cute little strawberry.
I feel like they need straws.
I actually agree with you.
On the Italian soda station, there's a cup of straws. Oh my gosh, this looks so refreshing.
Use our straw to kind of stir it up.
And we will, as always, put this in the show notes or on one of our social pages, so you'll have access to the recipe that we've made up, and you can make it up too and make it your own.
Cheers.
Right. Cheers, friend. Hey, you're supposed to look in the eyeballs.
Cheers.
Do you know what happens if you don't?
No.
7 years of bad sex.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh,
it's really good. This is
a good pool drink.
I was just about to say, this is a great summer cocktail for the porch sitting.
All right. It's really good. All right.
We are going to take our drinks and go set the table.
See you there.
Okay. All right. Well, here we are at the table.
We are with our yummy drinks. I feel like we should have one more sip. These are seriously dangerous. Y'all need to make these.
All right. So we're going to talk about travel today. And Danny and I have had the privilege to travel together a lot.
Yeah.
Early in our friendship, we traveled together as just adults, going to conferences and things together. Yep. And then at one point, I think our girls were 6 and 7.
Yeah.
7 and 8.
They were little.
We decided, let's take a road trip with our girls.
Yes, we did. Our husbands thought we were nuts because we wanted to go it was a very long road trip.
We wanted to go to the Ark. the Ark Encounter, and from where we are at, it was
a very long trip,
several hours. And they were, like we said, fairly young.
Yes.
And but we did it, and then we have made it a yearly tradition ever since.
I don't think we've missed a year.
We haven't. Even when like one of our spouses was traveling, we still made it happen.
Or deployed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. We'll talk a little bit about our girls' trips, but we might just kind of chat about travel
in general. I know for me personally, travel is not a negotiable thing. It is something that is in my DNA. I'm convinced I am happiest when I have something to look forward to and to go and to plan. I love seeing new places,
Same.
new food, new people, new history, new I love exploring, and I'm blessed that my husband figured that out fairly early in our marriage. And instead of fighting it, even with all the travel that he does, it's not always his idea of restful or relaxation because he does it so much for work.
Yeah.
But he knows that it's important to me and has made that a priority in our family.
Yeah, us too. And it is definitely something that I look forward to. And I am one of those people who does not eat to live, but I live to eat. And that is also important. But we'll go there.
And I think it's important for kids too. Even if your trip is just an hour or two down the road and it's camping or renting a cabin at a KOA or whatever it is, I feel like that for kids to grow up with a sense of there is something outside of my box, like my little box that I live in, I think is just so important. I think it just gives them such a different perspective as littles. Yep. And traveling with them is so fascinating because they see things in a way that you would never.
So what are some like kind of difficult things about traveling with kiddos? Like especially when they're younger?
Yeah. So I would say just difficult things traveling with kiddos. Our kids are not homeschooled, so working that schedule, working around school schedules and practices and all of that is definitely challenging. And then also, depending on where your kids are in the age range, especially when they're really little, they thrive on routine and timetables and things like that. And so pulling them out of that can be challenging.
Yeah.
And then just the amount of things
that
they have to travel with, especially when they're little.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that comes with them.
And then traveling with a special needs kid. There's medicines and therapies and AFOs and all kinds of things that have to go with you that is just a whole other thing. And did I leave anything out?
No, I mean, I definitely think when they're little, and you have to travel with all of the things, that was something that was kind of eye-opening to me when we first had a child. And then you're right about the schedules. And when our daughter was really little, we would kind of pack her up and take her everywhere. But then by the time we had our second kiddo, the first was old enough that her routine was like pretty set. And so that I think threw a wrench in that system as well. But I agree with you about traveling with them, like seeing things through their eyes, the joy and sometimes I don't know, fears if we're like going to an amusement park or something. And then just the learning about different cultures and like you said, even 2 hours down the road, it could be a whole different
region,
whole different
area,
thing.
Food. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes even accent.
Yes.
So what does your ideal travel look like? Are you a planner or a go with the flow? And I will tell you, we're kind of cheating a little bit on these questions. I think we probably already know the answers to a lot of them.
Most of them, yeah.
But it's fun to talk about.
Yeah. So I am the combination of the two. I need to have a loose outline. I need to know what are the priority things that we want to do, whether it's on the way there because we're doing a road trip or once we are at our destination. But I don't want everything planned to the minute, or even to the hour, quite frankly. Like if we stumble upon a restaurant or this looks like it could be a fun activity, I want to be able to squirrel and go do that and then come back. What about you?
So I think I am definitely a planner. Um, I don't think I'm an over planner as far as like packing days and things like that,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely a planner. I want to have a plan in place because if there isn't anything to squirrel to, now what do we do? Now we're just staring at each other in a place we don't know. So I want to have a plan, but I don't, once I leave, like for the trip, I'm totally okay if it changes, we abandon it, we move things. I'm good with that. I just want to know that there is a plan in place if it's necessary.
Mhm.
And I will say this, if I am with my kids, I am much more of a hyper planner
Mm,
than if it's
yeah.
just my husband and I will actually not plan hardly anything.
I bet that's a lot of people.
Yeah, unless there's something like super high on our priority list, like we're going for a specific thing.
Yeah.
And then the other caveat to that would be in the country versus out of the country. So if
Mm,
I am leaving the
yeah.
country, I am a hyper planner because the last thing I want to do is be caught off guard in a foreign country.
That's
Um,
fair.
and then I go, yeah, like, but I will purposely make sure that there is like giant blocks of time, even in foreign countries and even with my kids, that don't have anything planned for exploration. So to me, that's part of
The plan.
the plan.
She plans for that.
I plan for not planning.
No, I'm sensing a trend. Do you prefer in an ideal world to try plan or to travel
Mhm.
with others or just your little family, just your hubby? Like, what is your ideal travel
So
situation?
I like them all for different reasons.
I do too.
And hubby and I have had this conversation actually quite a bit recently and as we've gotten older. So again, I'm a little bit older than Ashley. My husband's a little bit older than me. So a lot of our friends are empty nesters.
Yeah.
We're actually the last one left.
Are you?
Yeah, except for you guys with kids in school. Everybody else has adult children. So we have gotten to that phase of life where traveling with friends is becoming a little bit more common just by
Mhm.
nature. I enjoy traveling with my kids for all the reasons that we talked about.
Yeah.
They're amazing humans, and especially as they're becoming adults and you can do more things with them, it's a lot of
It's
fun.
so fun.
Um, and to get that unadulterated time with them as adults is priceless. So if you haven't traveled with your adult children, do it. And then traveling with them as children is great. I love traveling with just my husband and I because we don't have to have a plan and we can kind of just wing it. And if the reservation gets messed up or the plane is delayed, there's like nobody having a
Yeah.
meltdown or anybody else that we have to worry about. And that's always a relief.
Yeah.
But hubby and I have talked a lot about the fact that there are definitely people that you learn really
Yes.
quickly that you can travel with
Yes.
and people that you can't. And I will tell you, it has nothing to do with how good of friends you are at home,
Nope.
how much you love them, how similar you
Yeah.
are. There are some people whose travel styles simply don't mesh.
I agree.
And that is okay. And I will say, at least from our end, we have been blessed that our families seem to travel really well together.
Yep.
Um, but I have some other dear friends that we don't travel the same together, and that is
That's
totally
okay.
okay. It is
Yeah.
completely okay.
Yeah.
And just I think knowing who you are and being honest about that, and then
Yeah.
focusing on travel with the ones that you do truly find it a joy is
Yeah.
amazing.
And I agree that I mean, I just love to travel. So I'll travel with whatever situation
Sure.
I'm allowed to. We have taken some great trips with our like I have a handful of very close friends from high school
Yes, you
and
do.
we have done who have amazing husbands and we have done some really fabulous trips. And what I
Hmm.
like about trips with a group like that are all adults is that if one or two want to go do this, they can. If
Yeah.
one or two want to go do this, they can.
Yes,
If we
that
just want to
is.
lay by the pool and drink, you can do that too.
Yes.
And you'll have somebody that wants to do it with you. My husband is very much an adventure traveler, which I am in the right
Setting.
setting.
Hmm.
But if I am going to an
Anywhere tropical.
all inclusive, especially yeah, a beach or an all inclusive or whatever, I want to have at least a day where I can do nothing but like
Hmm.
lay out, whether it's by the ocean or by the pool.
Yeah.
And that makes him crazy. He
Yeah.
starts to like go stir crazy. So
My
that
hubby's
is
the
where
same.
it's nice to travel with at least another couple because I don't feel bad and he doesn't feel bad and we can both get what we want.
Yeah.
We love traveling with our kids and we try to make a
I think
point
you guys do a good job of it.
of doing that a couple of times a year. I think I've previously discussed that my son is in Boy Scouts and the Boy Scouts camp out once a month. And so
So much.
between that and then my husband having 1 month or 1 weekend a month already committed also, it really narrows down the amount of time that we have that we can travel, and you throw in other things with kids, but we definitely try to make a point of once or twice
Yeah.
a year. What is the best trip that so we're going to do this question, the best trip we've ever taken, in twofold.
Yes.
The best trip that you've ever taken, and then what is your favorite girls trip that we've taken?
Oh, okay. So the best trip I've ever taken, period, would have to be a trip that hubby and I did. And we went to Ireland and
Mm,
Scotland for 2 weeks. And we booked a private tour. So
mm.
it was just our group of four. And it was phenomenal. It
Yeah, I
was
remember when you guys
the
did that.
best thing I've ever done, and the gentleman who runs the company that we hired to do our tour was fantastic, and it was truly one of those trips where you get back and you're like, "That is a once in a lifetime
Yeah.
experience." It was so cool, and it was nice because it was just for adults. It allowed us to have a faster pace than we normally would have,
Probably have.
but because we had never been to either one of those countries before, it was nice to see them all. And now we have places that we want to go back and spend purposeful time in, which I think, again, is a someday plan, but super fun. So, what
Yeah.
is your favorite trip ever?
I think my favorite trip ever is when we went to Hawaii as a
I feel like you were
family.
going to say that.
And it was one of those trips, like I discussed, where we knew the things that we wanted to do.
Hmm.
Um, but because my husband had just returned from a deployment, we also made it like very intentional family time. We were able to ride, like to go over on a military plane, which my son thought was just like the
The
coolest because
coolest.
it was one of the refueler jets and he got to go down in the boom, and
I'm with him.
um
That would be
it
super
was
cool.
really fun. And it was hopefully not a once in a lifetime trip, but probably mainly because of the ages that the kids were and just the whole mix of everything. But that was an amazing trip. We took a boat out into the ocean, which I did not realize, and this is like my naivety, I guess, but that there are like the sandbars in the middle of the ocean that you can just put your boat up into and get out, and like you're walking in the
Yeah,
ocean, and like the sea turtles are coming up. Like, yeah, it was
that's so
wonderful. It
cool.
was super fun. Yeah,
That would be cool. Okay, favorite girls trip.
it's hard. You guys, we've
We've
been
done
so
some
many
really
fun
great okay,
places.
so let us tell you a little bit about the rules because there are rules. So girls
Yes.
trips, it has to be a road trip. We broke that
Mhm.
rule
When-
once during
Because of
COVID
COVID.
because of COVID. Has to be a road trip, and it's just the four of us, and I can't remember the
I
other
mean,
rules,
I
but
think when we those are the 2 that I remember.
like
We
the big
originally
ones
said we were not gonna ever go back to
and
a
repeat,
place,
but we did.
but we did once. Um, yeah, I think those were the
Okay.
main.
So, saying that, I think my favorite is our repeat destination. So, we
It's pretty fabulous.
go to this small little place called Dauphin Island, not Dolphin, Dauphin, Dauphin. And it's off the coast of Alabama in the ocean in the Gulf of Mexico. And I guess it's the Gulf, not the ocean, but kind of the same thing, right? Or the Gulf of America. Is that what they're
I
calling it
don't know.
now?
Details.
Whatever it is now on the map.
There.
And our favorite thing, I think I can speak for both of us about this, is um, they don't allow any commercial
Yeah.
businesses on the island. So if you are looking for like this roaring nightlife and thousands of restaurants and people and all of that
You're not finding it
rigmarole,
there.
it is not your place. It is teeny teeny tiny. Like you can stand on one side of the island and see the other side
See
of the
across.
island. You can walk in like 5 minutes. It's longer, and
It's long and
we
skinny.
get a house and we park our booties on the sand and we stay there for as long
Long
as
as
we
we
can
can.
afford to.
We get groceries on our way in.
Yep, because there is
Um,
not a grocery store on the island.
no. And we have gone there twice. We broke the don't go back rule.
No, we've been 3 times.
Well, we've been twice as a girls trip,
Sure.
and
And
then we
once as a
went
family.
last year as our with our families.
Yes. And I've been 4 times because I went once with we
Just your
took our my mom and my husband's parents.
So if I'm not picking that girls trip destination, I think I would probably say when we went to Pigeon Forge.
Oh, that
Went
was
to Pigeon Forge,
fun.
Tennessee. We
So
got this adorable house in the mountains.
it was
We
cute.
got 3-day passes to Dollywood. If you guys have not been to Dollywood, again, nobody's sponsoring us to say this, but it is, in my opinion, the best amusement
We
park.
had so
And
much fun.
I've been to all of the big amusement parks. All of the different Disneys, all of the Universals. Like I've been to all of those, and
Dolly does a good job.
she does, and she keeps it real. Like it's affordable, great food,
Yeah.
great roller coasters.
Yeah.
My daughter learned on that trip that she does like roller coasters, which I was super thankful for. Because she
That's where the
previously
girls got
hadn't.
their shirts, right? That
Uh-huh.
say "Be a chicken, not an eagle."
The other
No,
way.
"Be an eagle, not a chicken."
So there's one of the roller coasters that's like an eagle and you are like dangling from the
Yep.
wings. And yeah, the shirt said, yeah, like basically don't be a chicken, be an eagle.
Yeah.
Something along those
That one
lines.
was really fun.
Yeah,
Colorado. That
I
one was
know.
short but fun. We went to the Dude Ranch.
Yeah. In
We've been down
Colorado
to the
Springs.
Ark.
Yep, we went to the Ark. We've been to the Wisconsin Dells, which was
Oh, that
another
was
wonderful one.
fun too.
I know. We did in Oklahoma, um, which was really cool. I mean,
Oh, that was the one where we slept with the cats.
yeah, so we were like in like a wildlife safari type park
Yeah.
and sleepy like we had a
Cabin.
cabin. Yeah,
You could hear them roaring all night.
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty we've been really blessed to be able to do some of
Yeah.
those. And we always we have to do these kind of on the cheap. So
Yep.
we always find an accommodation that is decent but not
Yeah, not over the
crazy.
top.
And we go to Aldi before we leave and we buy all of our groceries except the cold, well, sometimes even the cold food we take
Depends
a
how far we're
cooler. But
going. Yeah.
if we're going someplace that's not too far, or really far, we'll stop on our way in at an Aldi and pick up the rest of our cold
Mhm.
food. And we cook at the
We
houses,
do.
which your daughter actually said one time was her favorite part of our girls'
Yeah.
trips. It wasn't the eating out and the amusement parks,
Right.
it was the making meals
Like
together.
together. Which again, we both love to cook. I mean,
We do.
hence why we're doing the part of this podcast the way we are. Yeah, so that brings up a great like where do you like to splurge when you're traveling?
So, my preference for splurge would probably be our landing place. So, the hotel, the house, the whatever. Like, I would splurge there and pack all of my food if I had to. Um, Especially if it's like that style of a trip, right? Where
Right.
you're not backpacking Europe, right?
Yeah.
You're there to spend time with each other. So my splurge would probably be the accommodation,
Okay.
rather than anything else. How about
Yeah,
you?
and I think I would say the experiences or excursions with the caveat of, like, especially when we went to, like, Dolphin Island, the experience
And all the
was
excursions
kind of the
was the
house.
house.
So I think, yeah, like, when we were in Hawaii, we were blessed to be able to stay, with some military accommodations, which were fabulous. But then, like, when we rented a boat and we went out, when we did the, luau, we like kind of splurged on the luau a little bit. So I like to do those sorts of things is where, yeah. And
Yeah.
I also do want to have like one meal that is at least one
Yes.
meal that is like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be fancy,
No,
but is like
I didn't cook it or clean it.
local to
Yeah.
the place where I am.
I will say we are good about that.
Yeah.
We do not do a lot of chains when we travel.
No.
It's all,
And not when we travel as a
yeah,
family
us
either.
either. That's kind of
Um,
one of our rules.
yeah, I agree because I want to experience where I'm at.
Yes.
Where is a place that you've traveled that completely exceeded your expectations?
Oh, wow. So many. Dauphin, like we talked about. Washington, D.C., I could feel like I could go back there a million times over and always find something new and wonderful. But I think big one was Scotland.
Oh,
I went on that trip
interesting.
not looking I not that I wasn't looking forward to Scotland, but it wasn't my main thing. Like I really wanted to go to Ireland, and I
Mhm.
thought that that was going to be like the be all end all, and it was going to be my favorite. And it actually ended up being the opposite. Sorry, Ireland. I fell in love with Scotland. It is probably one of the most breathtakingly beautiful places I have ever seen in my life, and so unmessed with for the
Yeah.
most
I
part.
bet that's
Um,
yeah.
it's just gorgeous, and the people were kind, and it was just a truly lovely, lovely place to
Mhm.
visit. And it was way more than I expected from the trip, for sure. I thought for sure I would leave there being like, okay, yeah, Scotland was great, but Ireland was the thing, and it was the exact opposite.
Mm. I think for me, the place that exceeded my expectations the most, during was not maybe not necessarily the destination, but during the COVID lockdown, we borrowed my in-laws camper and we went up to South Dakota and did like the Black Hills and Mount Rushmore and all of that. And we stayed in the camper at HOA and so did everybody else because it was
Because nobody could do anything
nobody wanted to
else.
go anywhere else. And we all thought we were like somehow anyway, it doesn't matter. But we were not, it was not just us that had that thought.
Right. Yeah. No.
But just that whole experience was so fun and so
Yes.
memorable. And I really didn't expect that or think that that is how it would be. Part of the road trip, like we packed food and so we could just pull over and make sandwiches if we wanted to, get in the camper if we needed to. It was pretty wonderful.
That would be cool. That is something I have always wanted to do. I've stayed in a camper, but I've not done like a camper trip. And
Mhm.
I feel like that would be fun.
It was fun.
I would enjoy that, I feel like. Okay. So, Ashley,
Yeah.
what is your current craving?
So my current craving is kind of silly, but this cooler, which we both have, it's one, it's really cute, right? Like
It's
the
adorable.
color and the shape and the
Oh, show
size.
them the strap
So
because
the
it's super
strap
cute.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, striped and it's very cute. And it holds like a decent amount of stuff, but even when it's full, it's still lightweight and you
Hmm.
can carry it with you. And it fits really nicely in between my back bucket seats. And both kids can easily access it. What are you currently
Perfect.
craving?
So, since we're doing a travel episode, my current craving is my travel um,
Like
toiletry
personal?
bag.
Yeah.
So it has this really great pocket up front that you can stick a lot of stuff in. And then it opens up and it has a hanger and it like
It's huge.
like I don't even know like
I
I
can't
can't
even get
even
it
get it
all in.
all on your screen there. It is like ginormous. And you can shove so much in it and then it just like folds up and it's waterproof and
I have the same one and it does fit
it's
full size
amazing.
bottles,
It
which is
does. Yeah.
fabulous.
And we'll post it on Pinterest
Yeah.
for you guys, but as it's not very expensive, it's an
No.
Amazon thing. So if I do abuse it to the point, I had one before this and I overstuffed it enough that some of the stitching pulled out, but it wasn't like I'd used it for a couple of years. So to replace
Yeah.
it for what they cost, they're very
It felt okay.
inexpensive. It felt okay. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I spent $100 on that. Now it's ruined. You know, it was,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I love it. All right. So we have a question on the table. We are going to leave you guys with. Annie, what's our question?
so our question is if money was no object, where would you travel to tomorrow?
I would travel to Italy.
Same.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny. So we didn't rehearse this,
We
obviously.
didn't.
But yeah, the food, the people, the landscape, the wine, the
All of it. And if money was no object, I think I would want to start in the north
okay,
and then work my way down
okay,
and then end up over in either Sicily or maybe even Sardinia,
yeah,
and just rot on a beach.
yes, me too. That sounds really
I
fabulous.
love Italy. I think I love
So
Italy.
I think
I
I
feel
love
like I would
Italy.
love Italy.
I feel like I love all the things that Italians love:
Food,
wine,
relaxation,
relaxation,
wine, company.
family. I love one of the things I really love. is that they take like their meals, their nighttime meal is
Serious
like
business.
hours, and you just get to like relax and chill and let your food digest. You're not running out the door to volleyball
No,
practice
you have
or
aperitivo, and then you have a
yes.
coursed meal, and then you have a digestif
Oh, yeah,
and
I
your
agree.
bread.
Yeah.
And I feel like Italy is one of those countries that the regions are so varied. I mean, if you think about
Right.
like where the north is and what other countries it borders, and then when you head
Yep.
all the way south and where that is and what that borders, and then the cuisine and all of that that just goes with it, like
Agreed. Yeah. And
it'll
you
be
do a lot of
amazing
walking. So the bread, you can eat the bread,
until the end when you're parked on the beach like a beluga whale and
which
you
is fine.
just enjoy life. What do
Absolutely.
they say? La dolce vita?
La Dolce Vita. So, friends, tell us in the comment section if money was no object, where would you travel?
Yes.
Where would you go tomorrow? And who would you take with you?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
All
Tell
right,
us.
tell us if this episode spoke to you or you enjoyed it or you know a friend that would enjoy it. We hope you'll share it with them.
Yep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe when you're on our page if you
Yes.
haven't already, and we will see you for our next step.